Hey guys, Darth Gloric here, back with part 3 of my Divinity Original Sin playthrough. So last time we explored Cyseal. We very heavily explored Cyseal. We collected a lot of quests, and we talked to a lot of people, and we got a lot done. And it was awesome. So that's nice. So yeah. And, we explored Cyseal, talked to a lot of people, and collected a lot of quests, which is great. And, and I think this time we'll be pursuing a lot more of the main story, just to start that ball, get that ball a-rolling. So, yeah, and our characters, as they currently stand, there we go. We have Scarlet, of course, our spellcaster, doing awesome. Then we have Gloric, the frontline, our warrior, doing awesome. Bear Daughter, the archer. We haven't used her in battle yet. Then we have Wolgraf, our rogue, also not used in battle yet. But yeah, that's the team. So I think a good place to kick this off is going to be the murder mystery. So. We did talk to Captain Aureus last episode, and we officially got permission to go into the murder scene, to get to the crime scene and not get in trouble. So that's where we'll start. We'll head that direction. In about 45 minutes or so, I will be taking there'll be a quick cut because I'll go grab my my Rockstar. Also, the other thing I had meant to do while we're here, this lady over here, I think it was this one. She sells.
How gratifying to see you return.
She sells.
You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Thank you. She sells spell books, and I was thinking about it over the days since we played this, and I want to grab Winged Feet. So Winged Feet, in case you didn't know, is you make yourself immune to surfaces as if you were floating above them. And so this is obviously for Wolgraf, but this spell is actually very, very good. It sounds like it's a really low-key thing. You'd be surprised. And I don't remember, if there was a specific instance that I was like, if there was, I don't remember quite what it was, but I know for sure that I swear I have a memory of trying to pass something and then having this spell or looking for it and then picking it up and then being able to pass something I was trying to. Something along those lines, but it'll come in handy. It's very good. So we're going to go ahead and get it. And I know that was a lot of gold, but really that's what gold is for. It's for spending it on useful things. So we're going to send that to Wolgraf, and then he is going to learn it. Heyo! Also, why does he have a Source Hunter's bow? What's up with that? Give that to Scarlet so she can sell that. Anyway. But yeah. And so now Wolgraf has Winged Feet. A very, very, very useful, convenient ability. So that is awesome. Bear Daughter. This bow. Yeah, her bow is way better. I just don't know why Wolgraf was holding on to that, which actually...
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
There, I sold that crap bow. We're holding onto the dagger because I think the dagger is actually good, but it was above our level. And so at the moment, we're low-key holding on to it. Alright. That was turbo worth it. I was meaning to do that. I was thinking about it since I played this last, and I was thinking that was probably a wise move.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
I've spoken to Aureus, whatever. Let me inside, please.
Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the Captain, is he?
Definitely not.
Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Thanks, bro. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a save. Give it the old college save. It's like the college try, but slightly different. Not quite what you expected, was it? Not quite what you assumed was happening when we entered that murder scene, was it? I highly doubt it. I mean, if you know what's happening in this game, then you probably expected it.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone, somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Yeah, it was certainly something. I mean, look, we're in this vast ocean of nothing. Look out there. There's nothing out there. It's just, galaxy. Although I am noticing that the fires turn on when you get close to them. That's kind of scenic, huh?
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious!
We were suddenly and mysteriously transported here. Do you know how or why?
Your guess is as good as mine, my newfound comrade. Here I stood upon this tiny vestige of space and time, and there you appeared. Quite good timing, by the by, because the ground here has been fast shrinking beneath my feet. Oh, but I suppose I should make a proper introduction. Zigzax the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was and is and hopefully all that is to be.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Out with it, Sir Imp. What exactly has happened here?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
You know, I think that imp may be quite mad.
Then we had better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
I agree. But first, so I mentioned in the I've mentioned it on and off for a long time, but there's like a crackling in my audio, and I wasn't sure what it was, and then I think it was last episode that I more or less discerned that I discerned that it wasn't my headphones. What I personally, my current guess is I think it's the wireless connection between my Xbox and my controller, and I would assume that's my Xbox. Is what I assume that is. And of course, I can't help that. I have no control over that. Now, fun fact, I have this big spool of cable connected to the back of my TV. At the very end of that cable is a headphone jack. And it's convenient because back in the day, I used to connect my my Super Nintendo to obviously my TV, and then of course my 360 is also even currently connected to my TV. And so the thing about a 360 and like a Super Nintendo or a GameCube, for instance, is there is no headphone jack obviously attachable to your controller. So what I did really early on when I got this TV forever ago now was I got a big old extension for just headphone cable and with a headphone jack at the end of it. And so obviously it's incredibly convenient. And the major bonus is this way I have headphone access to no matter what I'm playing on. So even a Super Nintendo, I mute the TV and then the volume's been on off since for years now. And then I can use my headphones and they totally work. So now instead of having to worry about not being able now I figured out how to eliminate the crackling is maybe my point here, is because on the recording end in editing I figured out it doesn't show up for you guys, which means it's just on my end. which is very annoying for me, right? But it's a good thing that at least it's not corrupting the recording at all. And so now I've officially moved my headphones now to the jack connected to the back of my TV, so that stupid crackling can kindly piss off, because wow, that is really annoying. And so now I have crystal clear audio. Anyway, so that's what I was doing, and I thought I would tell you guys that I figured out a solution. Anyway. Well.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's...
I like the way he runs.
The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go. The portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what we just witnessed through your looking lens? You know, like that big-ass dragon or whatever?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
You believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond this portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Through the portal, then.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
Hang on a minute, bro. Alright, let's go ahead and scroll back down to where we were. One moment we're in Sicil, and the next we're in some otherworldly realm where an imp named Zigzax is babbling about the end of time. Is this a dream? Or do we really find ourselves at the end of time like the imp claims? We looked through Zigzax's looking lens and saw a great nothingness, a great void at the heart of space. What does this mean, and why does it fill us with so much dread? According to Zigzax, we are making the end of time grow. That is, we are delaying the end of ends. We can hardly tell whether that could be true, but we do want to discover what lies beyond the portal that we've recently activated. And then the murder. We visited the scene of Counselor Jake's murder in the King Crab Inn. Though traces remain to tell of the bloody spectacle that must have taken place there, we can't make any definitive conclusions until we've inspected the Counselor's corpse. Which obviously we'll do as soon as we're not in another plane of existence. But first, I just want to double check this stuff. Intestines? I don't know what they could possibly be for. Although I just glanced at that description. They slip through your fingers, leaving a slimy, pungent, and oddly warm residue. Wait, why are you touching them? Alright, anyway. This music's awesome. Alright, through the portal.
Yes! Just as I hoped! There she is! There it is! Come, don't delay!
You can hear him shrinking
And he's off.
as he runs away.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
I agree. So this is the end of time. The end of time is pretty expansive. I've been pretty far, but you'll notice there's lots of these other portals. Now these ones are all dormant. I know what some of them do, but I don't know what a lot of them do. Because as you go throughout the game and as you progress through things and things like that, the other portals open up and things change and things happen. So, you know, I don't know what a lot of them. I don't know what most of them do, but I do know what a couple of them do. So, as we go throughout the game and look around things, these portals will open. But as you can see, there's a lot of these portals. As you can already tell, there's quite a few of them. This music is awesome, by the way. Just this nice soft piano and stuff. I love it. Oh, just big old staircase that leads to this fancy tree. There's just space out there. Anyway. Well, it's a lot to take in, and there's more to take in too. I just wanted to verify there was nothing of these other areas. Alright. Ignore that. Yeah, so as you can see, there's other little doors here. That one's all like crackling with electricity, and this one's all frozen with ice and things like that. This one over here is all like warm from heat, and this one just looks old. Anyway, so yeah, those are portals. Obviously, they have elements related to them. I've only ever been in 2 of them, 1 of them, I think. It gives you good stuff later on. Don't worry about it. Apparently, this is just a melee thing. It's just a stick, so you know, don't bother. Anyway, but yeah, they give you good stuff. That's a cool looking statue. Anyway.
I am the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
Ah, look at that.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Hang on. I can't.
Wargraf stands awestricken by the tapestry of time. Even if he had a voice, you know he wouldn't find words for its majesty.
Sorry,
Never could I have dreamed of something so fantastic.
Hey, YouTube, shut up! Gloric got stuck in a conversation and Scarlet's outside of it, and so we're having to talk as Gloric. Anyway, it's fine.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
It was a stone, a strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Rivellon to this plane among the stars.
A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters, it would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone exactly? Where do they come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
Can I just say that, like, this option, like, really? Like, what? How could you... Obviously, it's not what we're gonna say. Because, like, this thought process blows me away. We are Source Hunters of Rivellon. We have a mission that doesn't involve chasing down magical stones. Can you even imagine? You just met this, like, weaver of time and this tapestry of time, and you're in the middle of space, and like all this crazy otherworldly stuff is happening, right? And you just immediately just like, you know, like, oh, this is stupid. We have a mission. We're Source Hunters. It's like you're just such an insect in the grand scope of things. You know what I mean? And it blows my mind. How could you possibly be so close-minded that you just, you know, that suddenly you're like, you know, you see all of this and you immediately just discount it because whatever, your tiny little insignificant mission as Source Hunters of Rivellon means anything. You know what I mean? It's just like, how could you possibly be so close-minded and just like, you know, put your head down and stick to your role and your tiny little speck of history when like all this otherworldly stuff is right at your feet? That like blows my mind. I don't know how you could possibly be so close-minded. Anyway, if these stones can heal history, we must seek them out.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
I don't know, Gloric.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Not but a moment ago we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it may seem.
No matter how improbable, anything is possible. If the Weaver tells the truth, we have some serious work ahead of us.
Heyo.
So, what do you think, Source Hunter? The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivellon. Not just yet. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days.
So true.
Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
The Weaver of Time said our finding Starstone helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void, I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Did his voice change? I feel like his voice was deeper.
Before you go,
there we go.
Source Hunter,
He's back.
a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Oh, yes.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Please tell me about yourself, madam.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, the shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you.
There are more questions I have for you.
Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
Who are you really?
I am the Weaver of Time, as I have told you. Though my existence is one that falls behind and yet far exceeds the verb, to be. I am but what I am, and that is task. It is the same for the historian. Chroniclers both are we of the epics of eternity. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Who has made us? I do not know. Why have they done so? I do not know. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the first thing in creation. Perhaps I am creation. Perhaps I am the creator. Or maybe it is you. You who makes dying stars rekindle. Time alone will tell.
Why is Starstone so important, and why does it react to me and my colleague alone?
Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. You and Starstone remain the imperfections upon the tapestry. As yet. A hidden answer lies behind this veil of inscrutability, though. For the link between you and the stones reveals that your destinies are intertwined. I believe that starstones will not lead you to new places of wonder only. No. They will also lead to new knowledge through the restoration of the threads of old.
This may sound silly, but aren't you lonely out here?
Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. All I need, and all I am, is time. And time is running out, unless you remedy its decline. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship. For you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul.
I'm pretty fond of you too, Weaver of Time. If I understand correctly, I am not at all featured on the canvas of time?
Quite so. Your absence, it should be an impossibility, but no matter where I look, you cannot be found.
Trippy. Sorry, I was moving my phone over within reach. I was also turning it to vibrate so it wouldn't buzz and go off in the middle of recording. Anyway, sorry.
I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial imperfection, a blind spot in the eye of time. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time can be redeemed.
I've heard this place called the End of Time. Is that what it is? No more, no less?
What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be, that is what the star stones will tell us. What it is but the end. What it could be is the end of ends. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the End of Time appeared in these deep, dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you may yet free me from forever.
How can I redeem time if, as you say, I'm not even part of it?
I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here at the end of time and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a terrified god that fears the offspring of his own creations. But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within the stones. These stones, children of stars, they place new ribbons along my fingers like phantoms out of time. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new strands to braid into the tapestry. And because you give Starstone energy, it seems that you are creating time. These Starstones, please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the sake of all that lives and all that loves, seek them so that the void may yet devour itself alone.
Wow. Well, that's a lot to digest. I think things just got complicated. Also, look. It's a blank skill book.
The Weaver of History. I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my pleasure, Sir. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing chronicles.
Anyway. Well, it's safe to say that things just got complicated. Alright, well, first, I guess we'll hold on to that. I don't know what to do with it. Send that to Wolgraf, he's the lockpicking guy. Bear Daughter, to Gloric.
That is a good question, Zigzags.
Alright, and 2 more portals to each side, neither of which we can do a thing about. Okay, so, let's see where we were here. A lot just transpired. Okay, according to Zigzags, we're making the End of Time grow. I think we read that one. We met the Weaver of Time, who weaves the billions of threads that form time and space. She told us that we are linked to Starstone, and that our reaction to these stones allows her to mend the frayed tapestry of time. We must find more Starstone before they fall into the wrong hands. The Weaver of Time told us that we are not featured upon the Tapestry of Time, even though all the rest of history and creation is. Why are we the sole exceptions? Zigzags showed us how to travel between the End of Time and Rivellon. We can come and go as we please. He also reinforced our mission to find more Starstone and thereby avoid the obliteration of time and space by the looming void. So now you know. Anyway, so now, as you can see, we've unlocked waypoints, so now we can just travel, including to the End of Time. But now we can go to the North Gate. So yeah, now we've unlocked the ability to teleport. We've kicked off this complicated mess of, you know, being able to not being featured on the Tapestry of Time and all of creation's coming to an end if we don't do something, etc., etc. A lot to digest, I know, but there's a lot to take in.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm.
Oh, yeah. So, the end of time is like our home base now. Before, I mean, eventually, I don't remember when, but eventually we unlock like an actual bedroom, including a chest that will end along with a lot of other stuff. But one of the rooms to the left or right side of where the Weaver of Time was sitting is a bedroom which will include a chest that we can drop stuff off in. And I don't know when that part unlocks, but at some point it does happen.
I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me that Arhu is the agent. Anyway, let us do so indeed. I would greatly value Zigzax's agent's advice.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer's spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
How did you find out that Jake was a Starstone collector?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the Grande Dame of Time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Why is it so particularly nice for us to have found a shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety.
Yeah, it seems like a dumb question, but, you know.
But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home.
Yeah, definitely not. It's nice having a home base.
Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
I wonder, do you put absolute credence in the words of Zigzax, time, void, the looming end?
Let me phrase it like Zigzax might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzax worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
How'd you become Zigzax's agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, That includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Alright. So, first of all, mysterious murder. The plot thickens. Arhu told us that Counselor Jake collected Starstone. He is quite right when he says that it can hardly be a coincidence that Jake collected the one thing both we and scheming sorcerers are after. Could the reason for his murder be linked to his collection? And then we have the pyramids. Arhu presented us with the teleporter pyramid, but he seems to have misplaced its companion. We can find the second pyramid by using the one in our possession. And then lastly, the main quest. Upon returning to Rivellon from the end of time, we met Arhu, who turns out to be Zigzag's agent upon this world. According to him, the sorcerers we seek are also after Starstone, and it would be in the interest of all if we beat them to it. So now we know. Alright, so this is the handy-dandy teleporter pyramid. It's awesome. This is the how-to. So the thing is, the really cool thing is, of course, you can teleport from anywhere. The other one is blue. We'll give that one to Gloric. But the convenient thing is you can drop one of them, put it down somewhere, and then you can use the second one you're carrying to teleport to it. So there's some handy dandy combinations that will be very convenient. So at least now we can find out where the other one is, but I do know where it is. It's kind of a funny story.
My gods, what is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
Yeah, so the second pyramid was in this lady's bathroom, and apparently she was already shooing away Arhu in cat form. So our options, it doesn't matter which one we do, we have no bonuses. But I swear I'll murder the creature that sent me here, I'll tear him to shreds, along with anyone else who witnessed this little prank. And we have, this is a curious mix-up. No, it'll be quite the story to tell tomorrow. Or, sorry, my lady, I came by way of a magical pyramid. I didn't know where I would end up. So, I mean, obviously that's honesty, right? And this one's funny, and then this one is, obviously threatening, right? I'm tempted to go with honesty or funny, I don't think she'll believe me even if I was honest. I'll say, this is a curious mix-up. No, it'll be quite the story to tell tomorrow. So she has 7. There's like almost no way we're gonna win here. So don't worry. She's gonna crush us. So don't worry about it. See? All right, neato.
Little mix-up indeed. I don't know what you and that horrible little imp are planning, but leave my bathroom out of it.
What's weird is that she said horrible little imp, but the words up top say horrible street cat. But it doesn't really make a difference either because, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, pick up.
Writing it red! No! If she soaks and flowers think much longer, dear will smell this lady from a field away. I'll save a leg of something good for when she begins to...
Woolgraf gently starts to shove everyone towards the door. He may be an accomplished thief, but he's plainly out of his element as a peeping Tom.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, alright, let's go ahead and give this to Gloric. He can hold on to the blue one. Alright, anyway. So now we have the pyramids, which is awesome. That'll be handy. It actually reminds me, I think there was something... Let's go to this down here. Wasn't there like a thing in the middle to reach, but you needed... Yes. Yeah, see, there was a rope right there. We couldn't get past it. And I didn't say it out loud, obviously, because I didn't want to spoil it, but I was thinking, I bet you could use the pyramids to get past here. And I bet you that's the bit. Okay, so let me go ahead and throw... We'll throw that to the other side. Okay. Just like that, baby. Gonna pick that up.
The 7 grant abundance.
We have a ring and a knife and a golden butter knife. Interesting. And then that, and some plants. And a couple of empty little doohickeys there. Alright. Okay, and then... Nice. Alright. Now we can go ahead and throw this. And pick it up.
Lucky find.
Beautiful. Alright, so, Woolgraph. 15 through 24. His is better, so we can sell that. That one's way worse, but it's golden, so maybe it's worth something. It's not even worth anything either. It's golden butter knife. It's obviously, its damage is not good, but it's also not worth a whole lot either, so we can just sell it. There's still that, but we still need levels before that's super usable. Other than that, we have a ring, which we could give to pretty much anyone. This one is fire and earth resistance. Gloric is the tank, so he gets the most rings. So there we go. Okay, lovely. Now we can go to the north gate. Alright, so we got the pyramids. That is fantastic. And there is these ones. Okay. Awesome. Now we can actually go to the King Crab Inn for realsies and actually look around at the murder scene. So that's, you know, that'll be a good start. And this time we're not going to get teleported away because we have the pyramids and all that hooey, so that's good. All right. Alrighty.
Oh, my good man. A drink, if you please.
Ignore her. Okay, so let's see. There's something in it.
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer?
Let's go with. Well, actually, let's see if there's a key around the room here, because there could be a key. Inert stone. There's just paintings, whole bunch of candles. Okay. Mirror.
Looking good.
Looks at herself in the mirror. She's like, I'm looking good. I don't know what I would need that stone for, but alright. So I didn't find a key, but we can do this. Heyo. Letter from the Duke of Ferrol.
It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defense, not much rhymes with murder.
That's true, there's not a whole lot. Alright, at the scene of the crime, we found a love letter from the Duke of Ferrol to Esmeralda. They must have had quite the romance, but was it enough to instigate the murder of Councillor Jake? I don't know. Was it? Alright, so let's ask him, shall we? That's not him. Actually, I think the Duke of Ferrol was over here.
Surely you've met your
I think he was by Medora. Hey.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
I found the love letter you wrote to Esmeralda. Sorry, tired.
Which one? I've written Esmeralda more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
Right.
Hanging around the inn, are you?
Alright, well, I mean, we could actually confront Esmeralda. I mean, that would be the most efficient way, right? We can at least ask her, talk to her a little bit. Alright, I think that was the mayor's house. I think Esmeralda's building is over here, I think. Possibly. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it is this one. Yes, Esmeralda's shop. There's a rando guard. Oh, Esmeralda. Excuse me.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter?
Who are you?
I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor. But his one and only princess just the same.
Let's discuss your husband's murder.
Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches.
Relax, lady. I don't think you're guilty. This love letter seems kind of incriminating.
Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
Uh-huh. I've been told your husband collected something called Starstone. Care to elaborate?
Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare.
Can you tell me more about this place?
Well, what do you want to know?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
Seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
True.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent.
And you are?
I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day one. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods.
What do you think about Esmeralda?
So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists.
Let's discuss Jake's death.
Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, let's have it then.
I don't know. This is not evidence. No, I don't have evidence. I don't have any evidence. Alright, it's just like, just because this dude wrote a letter to Esmeralda, like, you know, and, you know, which she didn't reciprocate, doesn't mean anything. You know, so there's like, you know, it doesn't mean a thing. Folded shirts. Diamond, glass ruby, moonstone, star pebble, but I don't think I need any of that. Key to Esmeralda's house. Alright, hang on a minute. Before we start looting this upper floor here, let's give this a save. I am very suspicious of doing anything.
What's that gleam?
Ever since I accidentally killed that dude for no reason. Ever since then, I've been really nervous about things. Okay, I don't think we need the star pebble. Like, is it like good for anything, or can I just like look at it. Yeah. It's like, it doesn't have any money value. It doesn't even have a, you know, it's not like it says Star Stone on it or anything. Anyway. Alright, well, we have what we need. I don't even know if I needed the key. We were after the smelly panties. And you might be asking why. It's because, if you recall, we needed something that smelled so that we could take it to the dog. Now, why that was, like, locked in a chest, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. The point is, we need to take it to the dog, because the dog will know the smell of the master, okay? Not that it really matters anyway, because, I mean, you know, obviously I know who's guilty. And you might be able to discern, by reading between the lines, that it's not Esmeralda. So, you know, spoiler alert, it's not. Anyway. But sure, you know, we'll go through we'll go through at least some of the process here. Just so you can see what it would be like if you didn't know who it was. Hey, puppy.
Oh, wow. That dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, what, Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cecil, he's all right, I guess. Mostly, he smells like old books, which is neither awesome nor non-awesome. Bring me anything of theirs, and I'll be able to tell you if I can sniff out Jake's smell on them. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Did you find something for me to stick my nose into?
Here, smell this. It belonged to Esmeralda.
Jake was awesome, and she didn't like Jake, so I'm pretty sure she's the worst thing that ever lived. Let me get a whiff. Oh, take this away. It smells like every rich man in town except Jake.
Yikes.
No, there's definitely not a hint of Jake here.
Right. So obviously, like I said, you know, it's not Esmeralda. Although really quick. Oh yes, they are just in my inventory. Neato. I mean, much like the trunks, we're not gonna wear them. It says +1 charisma, but like, why? We're still not wearing it. It doesn't matter. I have standards. We're still not wearing it. I don't care about the +1 charisma. Anyway, so obviously, it's not Esmeralda. So we will head towards the next suspect. We could sell some things, but we'll hold off for now. Alright, this is the House of Healing. So now let's give it a save before we, whoop. Sorry. I meant to override, not make a new one. Alright, here we go. Hi.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
That is a dark thing to say to somebody. Also, he must be talking about me, because Gloric is not petite.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Let's discuss your apprentice, Evelyn.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all. Certainly, what would you like to know?
Do you know anything about Jake's murder?
The counselor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
Alright. Anywho. What is this thing? Torture rack? Why is this in here? Aren't you a healer? What is the matter with you? Alright. Anyway, quick, we're gonna give it a save, and then I'm gonna go grab my Rockstar. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. But this time with a delicious Rockstar. Okay, anyway. Hello?
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Tell me about yourself. Just like completely ignore her.
I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me about the patients.
What would you like to know?
Tell me about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Seal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his 3rd grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Seal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
I'm ready to make a decision.
You are? I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
Boris' life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone. This actually, now that it occurs to me, this is probably a spoken one.
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed.
Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
So yeah, I always do the same thing with that one, because like, you know.
No, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning?
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Whoa. There's a lot to take in.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stone. I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you, my hero. I promise I won't waste the life you've given me.
Tell me, what will you do with your renewed life?
What will I do? What won't I do? Seeing how short life can be, how easily it can be taken from you, I'll see it all, do it all, and after I've climbed every mountain in Rivellon and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll devote myself to learning the magic that saved me. Everyone deserves to feel the thrill of a renewed life.
Hell yeah.
I'll see you around then. I'm liable to spring out of this bed at any minute.
Congratulations. Here's hoping it helps. Anyway, so I always do the same thing in that one, because, you know, one of the guys is old, the other guy's young, you know what I mean? Like, neither of them deserve to die or anything, obviously, right? So, you know, so really, I mean, that's just kind of what it comes down to, is you just sort of, you know, it's pretty much what it comes down to. All right, so here's the...
Sorry, friend.
Here's the...
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
I need to get into that room. The back room. It's locked. That's the first thing. I'm okay with doing this because as long as I don't click on anything, it doesn't count against me.
Sorry, friend.
Ah,
I wish
okay,
there were enough stones
there it
for
is.
both of us.
Eventually, that old Hoppy will leave. And I'm just trusting the 2 sick men to not do anything.
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Oh, hang on.
No, I know it is.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell.
I don't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much blood.
Ooh.
I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Haha. Alright.
I don't know what I did to deserve this,
Alright.
but I'm beyond grateful.
Oh, there we go. That key's probably that. I'll take that. And this and this and this. I don't need the rope. The disc. I'll take the gold. We're not just stealing just because here. Relax. There's a reason. Definitely. Secret chest key. Alright, now wasn't... Nope, wasn't in that one.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Right. I mean, I picked up several keys here.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Cloth scraps. Hang on a minute, wasn't it like...
I soon enough that our little party tricks hardly make her
Let's
worthy
see.
of such grave responsibilities.
I don't really remember. I remember I was supposed to get back here, but I couldn't totally tell you why.
Wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Back room, ornate chest, bed, chair, candle. Weird. Weird. I mean, I stole that stuff. Let's see. A couple paintings. And then secret chest key. An old key. Weird. And then I found a couple of other keys.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
And the doctor's skill book. Oh, it's for marksman. Okay, so I'll give that to Beardaughter.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
So
I'm beyond grateful.
Hang on, let me do this and do this.
Want to ruin this particular batch.
Ah, look at that. She learned as doctor.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend.
Alright, we'll see what that does in a minute. Ring. Poison, resistance, and movement. Sure, I'll take it.
I wish there were enough stones.
Scarlet and Gloric obviously are more important than anyone else, so. Alright, so the new knife, we actually have a couple knives. We have that one and that one, both of which are worse than what we have. So, they don't matter at all. Okay, let's go ahead and give this another save. We'll give this another save now that we got back here.
Sorry, friend.
Well, we have a whole bunch of keys. I actually have some guesses as to what they open. Or do, for that matter.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Let's see here. Oop. Actually, this is what's good. We can touch that. All right. This way. Now, I think we already went into that house. I think. Reginald's house, yeah. So we already went into that one, which I think it goes into... Is it this one? No, it's not. It's Evelyn's house. Hey man, you wouldn't happen to... blast it. Weird, like, I know we got all those keys, but like... And then one of them was a secret chest, and like, I don't know where that is. I mean, we already saved it, right? So if anything goes poorly... Oh my god. This is gonna take forever. Is there any other way? I think that's what I did last time because I couldn't remember how to get through this part of the quest.
Try to resist this.
And so I think this is legit what I did last time. Just really slowly, just like... Oh, the pain, dude. Is there any other way? Is there any other houses in here? That's the clinic, Reginald's house, the shop, the cook's house, the office, the morgue. Yeah, and I got all those keys, but I don't know what they do. I mean, I guess we could like poke around. I mean, I also could just look it up if I got tired of even trying to use the old brain. I don't know, man. Like I picked up all those keys, but I don't know what they were for.
Appears to be locked.
Yeah? I don't know. But yeah, I think this is what I did last time was just I shot the door enough times that eventually I got through. Well, I guess that's what we'll do. I'll see you guys in like 15 minutes when I get through this.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
We and our shovels will do as we please.
That's right. Let's get digging.
As you prepare to break ground, you gaze at the dirt beneath your feet once more.
All right. Time to get digging.
Here's hoping we find something worthwhile.
You plunge your shovel into the earth.
Such a mistake. Alright. Anyway. I told you guys that thing was a trap and it blows you up. Anyway, so that's why I saved it, dude. Oh man, we're almost through. So long later. I think legit it's been like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's been so long, dude. I feel like I've been shooting at this door forever. And then I just took a little break in the middle. Finally. Anyway. And then I just took a break in the middle to, you know, blow myself up. You know, just for some nice variety. Alright, we're just gonna completely pillage this place. Alright, the closet, cup, there's that. Secrets of the scroll. Gonna grab that. Okay, now we actually can grab... I think I accidentally... Yeah, our empty bottle. Under lock.
Under lock and key.
So they say. Curious parchment. Letter from the conduit. Books. Peculiar. Okay, anyway. Evelyn's diary. Once Dietmar arrives at the staff, I'll be utterly unstoppable. How pleased the conduit will be. How great the reward she'll grant when she sees the evidence of my dedication. The council will be of no concern to her now. I have taken the necessary precautions to disguise the northwest beach lair from prying eyes, so that only those with knowledge of the spell may enter. I do say Arhu's little terror, taking control of the northern path leading there, was quite the unexpected boon. Few are the fools who will face that monstrosity, and my lair will remain undisturbed. May the goddess guide me. I've word that the conduit has done away with the so-called White Witch. Good riddance. She haunts Lucula Forest like an ill phantom, wailing over the natural order. Without her meddling, the strong will rise and the weak will fall, as is their nature. The Immaculate Way will flourish.
So she's got a lair on the beach, does she?
Perhaps that's where she's stashed Jake's body.
Maybe so. Reanimation serum. Interesting. There are 2 hastily scribbled notes at the bottom of the parchment. The first reads, King Crab Inn, Mortician, evening. The second reads, Esmeralda, evening visit. Well, that's weird. Evelyn, T tells me the hour is 9. The king will live again when the stone is secured. I'll be unstoppable. Surely you've heard about my sister already, gone forever. There is so little that stands in our way now. Redouble your devotion, for the rewards are inconceivable. We shall meet again soon. Sign the conduit. Through blood, her power flows. Through blood, her triumph grows. Ah, as you do.
I mustn't have used it correctly.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but... Secure lockbox, huh?
It's locked.
Truly. Alright. Well, we all know what to do in case of a locked item, huh? If we're lucky. Oh, there you go. This only take a third the time that other one did. Alright. One more blow should do it. Several minutes later. Yay. Take that, secure lockbox. And someone's skull. We already read that. Okay. Lovely. Well, all's well that ends well. Alright, so, murder. We found Evelyn's diary. Actually, let's go ahead and back up here. We found a spell that when used will reveal to us something magically kept from sight. Spells such as these don't work unless you're close to the object or location it's aligned to, so we still have some sleuthing to do. We found Evelyn's diary, which mentions the location of a hidden lair on a beach to the northwest of the city. The entire diary reads like an ominous chronicle that more than suggests Evelyn is up to no good. We should locate the lair she mentions and find out what she's hiding there. And then, Healer's apprentice Evelyn is fast becoming our prime suspect in Counselor Jake's murder case. We should look into her affairs more closely. I agree. Alright, let's go ahead and go see what Evelyn's up to. But between you and me, I don't think it'll be good. Chicken, get out of the way.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Let's discuss your apprentice, Evelyn.
Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seventh name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended in the next room. Most unlike her, to be sure.
What about her pouch?
She usually keeps it within sight at all times. Very strange she'd leave it behind. It's in the next room if you'd like to take a look.
Where do you think she ran off to?
I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map.
Thanks, man. Thank you. How much you want to bet the freaking keys in that stupid freaking pouch? Yep. Yep. Yuppity, yup. There's a key to that stupid freaking house that I spent 10 minutes shooting the door open.
Tricks hardly make her worthy of such
good lord.
Grave responsibilities.
Good lord.
Hello there.
That is ridiculous. Well, whatever. We got through.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing,
we're selling
silver,
this,
poison?
this.
Get to the point.
I didn't identify it, but it doesn't matter. I know it's not worth anything. I tried equipping that. You can't, so sell that too. Let's see. I think that was all of the worst offenders. Oh, hang on a minute. Sell the paintings. I know that. Okay. Anyway. Let's see, do that. Gonna do this. Okay, 11. So these are lock picking, which really means our boy should have these. They're a tad aggressive there, but he's the lock picking guy.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing, silver?
All right, anyway. Okay, so fantastic. Bear daughter. All right, so she needs improves marksman, scoundrel skills. So obviously dexterity is where her stuff is. Archers and rogues, which obviously is for her. Obviously it's health, the number of moves in battle. Perception, yeah, let's go ahead and just go dexterity. It's probably fine. And then ability points, so she has a point in the bow and a point in whatever the
Quiet
frick
day on the market,
that
it
was.
seems.
I don't actually remember. Oh, you know, actually, hang on. I think that's like a really big, powerful cursed weapons or something. Okay, and she doesn't have any healing stuff or like saves. Maxed out marksman.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
She has Lore Master really good, so that's interesting. I feel like giving her some defense would not be terrible. We could give her some other skills, like maybe some scoundrel skills or something, but I feel like some willpower. Improves saving throws against a million different things. Yeah, let's go with willpower, I guess.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Confirmed. Maybe not the smartest move, but whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and get away from the square here, and then we'll, Alright, now, Evelyn has disappeared. She must be involved in Jake's murder somehow. Why else would she flee? Dr. Theron told us she left without a word and in a great hurry, so great a hurry, in fact, that she left her pouch behind in the doctor's ward. Yes. Yeah, well, that's kind of the funny bit there. Is obviously I just spent the last, 15 minutes breaking down her door, and now we immediately got a key and got inside. So, you know, that's usually the way that works. Whatever. Okay, so, as far as where all that crap takes place, so on the map here, it takes place like way the freak out here, but the thing about the lair way over here is it's pretty high up level-wise, so it's like, I don't want to jump in there way too quickly, you know? So I'm thinking a wiser plan would be to investigate some side stuff first. So maybe hopping out here and doing things like that. So I think that'll be the plan instead, because I think we should level up a bit before we attempt that, you know what I mean? So that's the plan. I just don't remember. Do we go out this one? No, I don't think we do. I think it's up here. I think it'd probably be faster to go to this. There we go. I think it's this one, and then we go there, and then we go up. Maybe, baby. Possibly. Maybe. So yeah, I think that'll be the ploy instead. I think we should level a bit before we try and going straight for Evelyn's lair. Doing that, you know, a little bit later, historically, I found to be much easier to handle. But hey, we're finally leaving. We're finally leaving town.
Evil dripping.
So yeah, we're finally leaving town. Are you guys excited? Our first battle. Alright, so let's see. Immune to surfaces. Yay, winged feet. So he can walk over like poison and stuff and, you know, not get immediately in trouble. Okay, and then we'll just do this. Kill the zombie. I guess we'll save the rest of her moves. Go a little closer here. Heyo. And we'll just get him a little closer, but mostly we'll wait for them to get closer to me. It's fine. Totally fine. A little bit over here. Alright, so you see this little mark here? That means if you attack him right there, you'll get backstab. You'll get a backstab bonus. Unfortunately, I don't have the AP anymore, but hey, we're lined up, baby. Offset some of the damage he's taking. Oh, he has like 1 HP.
No glory in this death.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Nice.
On the men.
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit. I could feel the very Reaper breathing down my neck. That's what he said. Let's see.
Don't you worry. As long as I'm there to heal you, you'll come to no harm.
Thank you. I know you have my back, and I very much appreciate it.
We're so close. And always happy to stroke our own egos. Alright, we don't need the shield because Gloric is not a shield user. We will take the scrolls, though. Alright, let's see here. So, we can see if Gloric can use that. Oh, you can send that to Bear Daughter. We should have sold that. Alright, let's see. Gloric. So, he's using these. Yeah, that's... At least this is better than what he was using, so that's actually an upgrade. Alright, I'm going to look at the map here. Okay. Go ahead and cut through here. Oh, hey, hang on a minute. Wolgraf, he is a level up. Alright, so, point-wise, giving him some constitution would make sense because homeboy needs some more health. I know he's a rogue, and every RPG in the world thinks that rogues don't need any health at all, but the fact is, every class needs health. So he already has dual-wielding points, which makes sense. He has Scoundrel Max, that makes sense. He already has Max on all the nasty deeds, so I guess we'll give him some saving throws. Which maybe I guess we'll go for some willpower, I suppose. Alright. Also, I'm noticing Wolgraf's a little hurt. Oh, probably from his constitution point that I just gave him. That's probably what that's from. Here is the well, by the way, where we come up when we where we recruited Wolgraf. Hello, puppy. Drools and shambles closer, speaks no words, a low moaning growl rumbles from its throat. Interesting. Excuse me. Skeleton. Wooden fire staff. Can I compare it with what I'm using? Mine's better, so I guess we can leave it. My dogs tried to warn me of the horrors that surround it. I fear their savage snarling, their fearsome growls. My Toxa and Sheba, the banes of would-be burglars, scared. But a series of small stomach-churning yelps ended everything. As the night falls, I am alone, and I dare not leave. Peering from the chink in the curtain, I saw Toxa and Sheba's silhouettes crawl in the yard. My pups, my friends, they live. But I cannot open the door, not yet. I shall wait for the light of the sun to return before I brave the waking nightmare. Day has come, and I dared to venture outside. The zombies appear to be gone for the present. Toxa and Sheba greeted me with their tails wagging and ears lowered, my old friends as yet. But as they approached, the green sickening light in their eyes told me they were changed. Something is growing inside them. The wretched zombies have taken their true souls, infecting them with whatever unnatural, unworldly power governs the undead. I fear what they have become, but I cannot aim a spear at my own friends. At least the zombies will leave them alone. Sad face, dude.
According to his diary, this bloke couldn't put down his dogs even after he knew them to be infected.
Who could bear to harm his best friends, especially when they only showed signs, but no symptoms of turning?
They are only innocent beasts, after all, and appear to pose no threat of harm.
Absolutely. Hey, it's nice having someone with you who will, you know, always agrees with you. That's convenient, huh? Bone pile. Okay, right. Well, good luck, puppies.
They must know I'm missing. Where is the Legion?
Do not worry, my friending. I am here to save you. Hi.
Mercy me. It walks, but it's not dead. I wasn't entirely certain I'd ever meet anyone any more fitting that description. The name's Wolfram, and it's a delight to make your acquaintance. Good to see, by the by, you don't belong to the Legion. 10 of their number accompanied me on a fact-finding mission to an ancient burial mound. But, as it turns out, they stood a snowflake's chance in hell against the undead. Not that I reckon my chance is any higher, though, especially with that vicious undead mutt prowling the grounds around this here ruin. I'd go so far as to say I'm in dire need of an armed escort back to the city, as a matter of fact.
About that armed escort.
I'll never make it back to Sicile alone. But you've gotten this far. You can bring me back, can't you?
We certainly can.
We certainly can. Let's be off.
Indeed. Don't you worry. We'll keep you safe.
Marvelous. Mighty fine of you. Lead the way, I say.
Lead the way, I say. Alright, so this is the Burial Mounds expedition.
Now that a rescue mission is underway. Like a knight protector, he stands by the stranded archaeologist's side.
Your wilds are more dangerous than mine. But if you have sworn to protect this man, then I will swear it too.
Thanks. Thank you, Bear Daughter. Alright, hang on. That'll allow us to walk farther, faster. can reach. Save the rest. I know she's not going to be able to shoot anything from all the way back there. Doesn't have the AP. We'll save the rest. You just stand back, bro.
Please, crush these thieves before they crush me!
Relax. Let's see here. Immune to bleeding. Hell.
Another one fights the puddle it fell in.
Fights the puddle it fell in. Don't worry, man. We're right beside you. And as far as escort missions go, this one is not difficult. So normally I loathe escort missions, but as far as them go, this one's pretty easy. So fear not. I guess we'll just do like a normal. I don't think we need to be all hardcore about going invisible and stuff. We'll just do something like that. Now, I don't know if she has the. Oh, she does. Hey, look at that! There's a spicy level up. And he fell over.
Unending darkness.
Yeah. Take that, scrub. We'll sort through this loot in a second. I just want to finish getting him back. We'll also level up in a second, too.
You did it! We made it! Oh, cheers for escorting me to safety. You're a godsend, you are. I'll be in the King Crab, clearing the dust from my throat. The drinks are on me if you'd like to partake.
Heyo! Look at that attitude towards all of us. Nice. Alright. Let's see. Now, let's level up. So, first things first, obviously going where intelligence is an easy one. Speed would not be terrible, it's a number of moves. Perception is not, would not be bad. I think let's give her a constitution point, although really intelligence would not be bad, but yeah. Okay, so, again, I don't really feel the need to give her any of these because I don't think this affects her actual ability to use, use magic with her staff. I think this is if you want to physically attack them with the staff, which is not what you should be doing with it, so I wouldn't worry about it. We'll probably just grab the other mage little class that we're missing for her, but we'll just double check. We could grab a point into Lucky Charm, but yeah, I think it's more important to grab the last school of magic that we're missing for her instead, I would say. Okay, and then our boy here. Let's see here. So Constitution, that's obviously his health. It is tempting, because yeah, he's the tank. I need him to tank really well, so we'll give him another point to health. Now, he already has a point in dual wielding. He's not using his shield. Skills, he already has a men-at-arms point. Personality. Crafting, telekinesis, nasty deeds. Yeah, his options for points are not amazing. He already has a point in Lucky Charm as well. I mean, we could give him another point to something else, like Scoundrel maybe. Maybe there'd be a little bit of crossover, or like Expert Marksman. Not so much for archery, but like, you know, maybe he could learn a few good random abilities. Because otherwise, like, I don't know, man. Because I can't give him, I mean, I could give him obviously a lot of things, but like, he's going to be a dual wielding, like, think like a berserker, you know what I mean? I don't want him to learn that, or sneaking, or lockpicking. I mean, I guess we could give him, like, crafting or something. Telekinesis might be convenient, I guess, maybe? Blacksmithing. Quality of your crafted items. Bartering, your haggling skills with traders. Charisma, first impression, making other people your talent for... I guess we could just grab a charisma point. At least that way, I mean, that is convenient, I guess. So, I guess that's alright. Our options are limited. Alright, made it safely back to Sicile. The lieutenant will be pleased to hear that at least one person survived. Which, really, we could teleport back really quick and turn that into her. So at least we can get one more mission off of our radar. And the other ones, it's going to take us a minute to finish them. That one is one of the easiest ones. Maybe the easiest one.
I could do with a cold drink.
Possibly.
Salutations, Source Hunter.
Let's see. Man of Legion.
I shall be very glad to share, by all means.
Alright, burial mounds.
My legionnaires. They all perished? How fate has treated them wantonly. And if it weren't for you, the archaeologist would surely have died as well. He has much to be thankful for. Were that I had.
Sorry there, Lieutenant. Alright, there we go. Prentice in the stone. Beautiful. Alright, there's something else turned in. We can slowly get our health back. I don't know what we're injured from. Oh, probably from leveling up, because I gave health points. I think that's why our health is lower. Because I think our health is lower because I gave constitution points for the family. That makes sense. So a fun fact, if you lay down in a bed, your health regenerates. So down the road, when we have access to like the bedroom part of the end of time, if our health is lower, if we wanted to like save healing items, or if our healing spells were on cooldown or something,
to leave the city is to venture into danger.
we could lie in a bed, which is convenient. The other, of course, option 2 is that if we can find a bed to lay down in the world, we're more than welcome to do that. It's an easy way of healing. I don't know how it works if you do that with. I don't know how that works if you do that with a place that's not friendly. You know what I mean? Like, does it have to be like a quote-unquote safe location, or I don't know. All right, so that was one of the ones I wanted to grab because I knew right where that was. That was convenient. Otherwise, I think we'll more or less work our way towards the lighthouse. So that's the plan. Oh, I see lots of undead. Oh, I know where we are. Yup. All right, the battle begins. Hastened. Oh, right. It immediately broke his invisibility. I'm such an idiot. Technically, you can go all the way around this way, which I guess he could do. Right. So, water barrel, booze barrel. Just thought it might be wiser to, get that out of the way, I think we'll get a little more lined up, but she won't be able to reach anything from there, so I'd rather just save the AP. Same thing, I'd rather save the AP and let them come to me. Ooh, looks like someone's coming around to face our, Ooh, looks like 2 of them are going around. Technically 3 of them. Right. Look how far he can move, though. What a beast. We'll let them come to me a little bit more. Which, we probably have the AP, we could try doing this.
This
Which is no reason to do the ricochet shot because there's people, they're not grouped very well. Get him, bear daughter. Nice, look at that. The thing is that's a lot of poison. I could have him go, or actually I think we're gonna have him GTFO and get over here to help Wolgraf because he has a lot of guys coming his way. At least this way he's not alone. And I think these two can handle this. Don't worry about that. Okay. Alright. I would love to get backstab damage here, but take that.
Back on my feet again. Dynamic force.
This would be one of the few times that actually being able to physically attack with the staff would not be a bad move.
This is the end for you.
Alright, save the rest of that. Now, I think there was someone way over here. Water barrel, oil barrel. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they already died. Alright, which means we need to head this way. It's fine. Just so you guys can see what it looks like. Poof. Kinda cool, huh? Aw. Don't have enough action points to scoot closer. I guess we'll do this. And then we'll start working our way this way, I suppose. I don't think it matters, of course, because most of this fight is over, but hey-oh. Yeah, she won't have line of sight anyway, so. Oh, poison. At least this way he can't poison me if I land on him. It's like, Scarlet, get over here. We could use some more damage. We could do this.
May the 13 winds pulverize you.
He didn't fall over. Oh, that hurt. That didn't feel very good. Yeah, bleed, you little jerk, bleed.
Into the fray once more.
Got him. Alright. Lovely. Regeneration, Avatar of Frost. Interesting. We got a cap. I'd be surprised if we used it. I rarely wear helmets because I like seeing my pretty hair. All right. Obviously, Wolgraf could use the heals. Generation, knockdown, gold. A little bit of gold. I don't know what I would use that for. Alright, there is the poison, but I'd rather not walk on it for obvious reasons. So maybe we'll just take the scenic route. It's a water barrel. Some dead legionnaires. Wooden club. One-handed. Could take that. Gloric is, really could use some better weaponry. Everything he's using is a little subpar, to say the least. If I could just get some, like, sweet double axes or something, you know? Ooh. Some good armor in there. There was a resurrect scroll in there, too. Those aren't exactly incredibly common. Alright. So, lots of gear there. Alright, so the arrow, Bear Daughter. The orders. By order of Captain Aureus, investigate the lighthouse, a potential hotbed of undead activity. Eliminate any undead, report findings back to base.
This must be part of the expedition Lieutenant Selenia was talking about.
Not much we can do for these sad souls. But where are the others?
You know, they're around. Alright, that's an arrowhead, then that's a Bear Daughter, it's grenades, and that's a Gloric. Another one's a Gloric. Alright, then otherwise we have some armor. Obviously it's a little heavier, so we're not going to look at them. Both of those are worse for him. 28 plus 1 initiative. 28, 1 initiative. The only difference is this one is dexterity requirement versus this one is technically strength, but it's only 5 either way. Now this one is better, but there's less movement. Like, it is a movement reduction, and I feel like the initiative bonus is nice. Same thing with him, it's 28 plus 1 initiative, so I feel like it's all pretty negligible, and I don't really want to give these two things that reduce their movement, you know? Although, if any one of them we could get away with it, it might be Bear Daughter, only because she doesn't do a lot of moving, she's more just in the back shooting, you know what I mean? So that would be the only way I think we could possibly get away with it, but even still, him losing movement seems fine to me because he's the tank, so giving him whatever heavy crap we want seems fine. So we'll hold off on that. There is also the cap, but again, I really hesitate. Maybe we'll give it to Wolgraff because he's bald. Yeah, see? It looks good on him. There we go. He could be the one in the party wearing an actual hood, because the hood doesn't look good, won't look good with anyone else. Although the only other one that could get away with it would be technically Gloric, because again he has a mohawk, so it's like, you know, it's a little bit on the lower end. It's a little bit lighter key, if that makes sense. So, you know, he could probably get away with it, but you know. Okie dokie. Well, guess we'll go in invisible. And this time I won't pop an ability right afterwards, so I ruin it immediately. Right. Take that, you little trolls. Get a little closer. They're still a little out of range. Easy, gently. I think we'll get a little closer, but mostly we're gonna wait for them to come to me. Wow, he's just like, heal myself. Ouch, Charlie. Well, that's something, isn't it? Oh dear. Where did he come from? Oh, well, there's 2 of them. So, fun fact, those guys are suicide bombers. They, but when it's raining, their little fuse can't be lit because it's obviously raining. So, at the moment, his fuse is not lit because it's obviously raining, so he can't do anything at the moment. The poison is a little unfortunate. But I guess I'll have to wait for him. Let's deal with this problem first. Otherwise, I guess we'll wait.
Aha! On your soul.
Alright, we're handling it. Gloric is playing keep away. Ouch, Charlie. Quick, give the man healing. Go ahead and cure his poison. Or at least try.
What a deluge!
Alright, I don't really want him to walk forward because he's going to get poisoned again, so I guess he'll wait. He doesn't have enough to quite attack, but he's getting warmer. Oh, his time has come, baby. Yeah, didn't expect that, did you? Oh, dear. Ouch, Charlie. Right. Right.
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Heyo. Alright.
As good as a new penny.
Scarlet's still poisoned here, but fear not, she'll heal. Grab that. Nothing in there. Alright. Okay. Well, I want to get over there, but I don't really want to step on all that poison, you know? I guess we'll go around here. At least to get to this. Put out all this fire right here.
Spirits of water, show your strength.
A little more concentrated rain to put out that fire. There we go. Gold. Alright, fine robe. Alright. Some of that looked good. Let's see. 22. It is worse than what she's wearing. That's faux show. Now, as far as the cap goes, we could give it to him. I mean, it's fine, but obviously I would prefer to see his head. Because I do like his mohawk. I wouldn't be as against covering... Well, I don't know. It's... it's worse. It's worse. He's like, he's unique in being able to pull this off. Everyone else I'd rather see, you know what I mean? Alright. Nothing in there. Got those. Nothing in there. These crappy staffs. She's using an old Elvish Earth staff. Same thing as that. Okay, so yeah, nothing crazy there. There's something to Bear Daughter. Alright. We already read that. Fire Absorption Scroll. That's gold. Lovely. Alright, there is a portal right up here. Nice. Alright, we need health. He needs health. well, we kind of all need health, really. Although it occurs to me, Gloric does have a heal. I forgot about that. Okay. And then she can use her other one on Wolgraf. And that'll get us back to full. Alright. Now, it occurs to me that we could teleport. Now that we have the Desolated Farm waypoint, we could go North Gate, and then we could sell our excess crap, and then we could teleport back. Man, we really need to get Gloric some actual slashing weapons. I don't really picture him having 2 clubs. I would rather him have like 2 axes or 2 swords or something. And not daggers either. I really would like him to have some real bladed weapons, you know?
Well, what sort of arrows do you want?
So,
freezing,
sell
silver,
that,
poison? Get to the point.
That. We're keeping that one for levels. Get rid of that. This, that.
Good day to you.
Better. Much, much better. For some reason, I'm keeping those. I don't know why. Better. Much better. Okay. Lovely, lovely. That helps clear that up. Okay. Now we can teleport to the Desolated Farms. Alright. We're ready. Yeah, I guess we'll go invisible. And we will escuche. Stealthily separate him from the rest of the pack. We need to watch this guy because he might be able to step outside, like right out the gate, and blow himself up because technically he's inside the building, so. Aha! Not if I kill him first, though. Guess maybe something like this. Alright, what do you got? Water barrel, oil barrel. There's another one, by the way. Oh, and it knocked her over. It's not good.
Poison consumes me.
It's also not good. Okay. I'm a little hesitant to have him drop something like that, you know? Although we also could try this. Get behind the mage before he expects anything. Well, we could go a little bit wider. Alright, I think it's worth the risk here. Because I kind of need to shut down everything going on in here, so I think we'll do that. Next, you.
Death is its own deliverance!
You like that, huh, hippie? Aha! Alright. Yeah, you feel that? How do you like being knocked down? Doesn't have the AP for any more. A nice, sweet critical.
Soaked to the skin.
It's its own deliverance.
Yeah, take that.
Back on my feet again.
are drenched.
Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Try to put out this fire. Oh, now that I did that, it went out them right before I did it.
As good as a new penny.
And a skeleton, nothing inside. Barrel. Send that to Bear Daughter. Send that to Caloric. Okay, ooh, some gold. Neato. Some boots, which could be good. Honestly, probably will be good. Explosive barrel, water barrel, big barrel. Okay. The key. And a literal eyeball. Some mushrooms.
Gods leech this evil from my blood.
Boy, that was poisonous. You know, which obviously you should have expected.
As good as a new penny.
Didn't stop me from immediately consuming it, but... Look, I found a hatch. We're gonna get ourselves healed first, though, as you might imagine. We're just gonna make sure... Yeah, I guess we'll hit you guys next. I needed that. Guess we'll hit them next. Don't worry, Gloric. You're getting the next one. Yeah, hers will be back long before his. The cure wounds that he has is a really powerful heal, but it's much slower on. It's much slower. Its cooldown is very, very long. Something I've noticed. Give him some health. We're clearing undead. It's going well, but there'll be one more in there, and then we'll give it a save, and then we'll hop in this hatch. Wait for it. Oh, that was it. Well, it's fine. It's fine. I don't remember what's in here. We'll find out. Oh. Unlock the hidden hatch. There's a bomb. There's a barrel, mortar and pestle, carrot, raw meat, nothing. Interesting. What else we got here? Crippling Blow skill book. Men at Arms. We'll send that to Gloric. I guess I'll just pick it up and eventually we'll give it to Gloric. Ooh, that looked good. A ring, that looked fancy. Some gold, that's always good. Fun with fluids. Boy, so many possible connotations for that. We'll read that, but I think I already had that one. Or had that one already read, I should say. Minor strength potion. Oh, I'm having a flashback. Shillelagh? Look at what that possibly was. Oh, I'm learning how to make some scrolls. Neato. Mirror. And a pear. Witchcraft skill scroll. Alright. Hoping these recipes go away at some point. Alright, let's see. Arrow to Bear Daughter. Also to Bear Daughter. That to Gloric. Identify this. Identify this. Strength potion. Send that to Gloric. You'll see why in a minute. And then a couple of old boots. Alright, so. Some boots. This is a 13, but her getting a lucky charm and HP bonus is better. So I think we'll take that for now. Make sure we didn't have anything else. Alright, so there was another ring. So telekinesis and movement. I'm not sure how amazing that is. We can give it to one of these two, I suppose. Because at least movement is, you know, it can be useful. We'll check the boots as well. So he has 11 with no other bonuses, so these are actually better than what he was wearing. And then hers is just 11, so that doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference. And then obviously we looked at hers, and he's only wearing 9s, but his has movement and HP, and so I would still say that's better, even with the reduction. Lovely. Alright, so this is a shillelagh, which is one-handed, but that's obviously a Gloric thing. He already's using this. We could put it on his offhand, because it is actually really good. We can go ahead and put it on his main hand, and then put this one to the offhand. Look at that, a burning shillelagh, dude. Like I said, eventually we're gonna give him some, you know, bladed weapons, but at least for now. So crippling blow, cripple a target, deals a whole bunch of damage, crushing weapon damage, so that's good. He's not high enough level for it, but he can learn the skill. He just has to be high enough level, so he will do that. Now, before we touch the sarcophagus in the center of the room here, we're gonna go ahead and save it. And I don't know if I should try drinking the thing beforehand or if I should try afterwards. I guess we'll just do it now. Ah, not enough strength, huh? Alright, well, let's try this. Aha!
Hello, folks. Having a bully day? I'm having a bully day. Pushing, pulling, lifting. Look at them muscles, huh? Just like my days at the fair.
Care to tell me a bit about yourself?
I used to sail the 7 seas with the best of them. Better than the best of them. But found my true calling at the county fair. The strongest man in Scythiel I was, and they billed me as such.
What do you mean your days at the fair?
Now those were swell times. How people marveled at my feats of strength. Boy, was I the cat's pajamas back then. Anyone could go up against me in a grand old bare-knuckle jamboree, but did they ever back me? Baloney.
So you like to fight, do you?
Now, I'm not a violent guy. Don't get me wrong. Make no mistake. But you know there's no harm in a little roughhousing now and again. Putting on a show for the roaring crowd. Plenty challenged me in those days, but none managed to best Snorri. No, sir.
Nobody, eh? I bet I could beat best you myself.
Scrawny against brawny. Could have been a nice title fight at the fair. Here are the rules, hotshot. I'm gonna summon an item. Something only Snorri himself could smash. And if you can manage to break it in 35 seconds, you'll have won the challenge. Go getting any pie in the sky? Hope so, pally pal. This'll be nothing to sneeze at.
We're so not going to be able to do this.
There she is, noodle arms. So, what are you made of?
I don't know. We're hitting pretty hard. We'll see. Not you. Piss off. You stupid rat. Working for the enemy.
Well,
aha.
You bested me indeed. Think I'll give this place the old 23 skidoo and find a worthy opponent in the Hall of Echoes. Sayonara!
Hey-o. Look at that. I don't think I've ever actually done that before. Anyway, this and a wand and some gold. Well, that was neat. We gotta send these to Scarlet, because she's the lady. Sorry. Alright, this way. Identify this and this. We're just gonna sell the wand. I'm not using wands, but... Okay. Wool graspers. Okay, let's see. So we got the wand, which we know is worth nothing. What was the other thing we got? Oh, it was a cloth helmet, which is sneaking and HP. The only one, of course, any one of us is wearing a hood is this guy, which sneaking is actually good for him. I mean, it could be good for him. 10 HP is really cool too, so not bad at all. Definite improvement for our boy. Well, that's cool. I don't think I've ever actually bested that guy in the actual contest, though. That's neat. I think Gloric is also a little bit lower on the health. Giving himself some help there. Alright. Well, hey, that was neat. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, well, I think what we will do now... Go back to North Gate here. So I'm thinking what the plan is we will sell things we have to sell. We will probably have to fix our items, because I bet you Gloric's weapons are probably really beat because I wailed on that solid object for several minutes. So I'm thinking that his stuff is probably needs to be repaired. So we will check that. And, so yeah, we'll probably repair that, and then we'll probably have to call this episode.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want?
Sell the old blackjack.
Freezing, silver,
that,
poison?
the cloth.
Get to the point.
His old boots. Nothing on his front. Ah, wait a minute. I saw that. She has an old cap that we don't need. And he's okay. Alright, beautiful. Now, repair. Yeah, see, his stuff is a little bit beat up. Lovely. Nice. Fantastic. Okay, so that clears up that.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Nice.
Quiet day on the market.
Alright, so I think maybe what we'll do is actually we will travel back to the Desolated Farms. Just so we don't forget where we were. Then we'll go ahead and give it a save. Lovely. So yeah, we made good progress today. We, you know, learned about all the main quest stuff. Yeah, time-wise, that's about good. Anyway, but yeah, we made great progress today. We've obviously learned about all the main quest stuff and the end of time and the main, you know, Scarlet and Gloric being off the radar as far as the all of creation. You know, they're the only things in all of creation that's not on the Tapestry of Time. So that's kind of spooky, so we will find out why as we pursue the main quest, but it is a slow burn, of course. There's a lot of other things to look at and see and do and stuff, so... But yeah, we started the ball rolling on the main quest. We're starting to pursue the murder mystery, and we're learning that the main guy that got murdered, Counselor Jake, was a Starstone collector, which is oddly linked to our newest revelation about the main quest. And so that's interesting. And the healer's apprentice is obviously suspicious. And so she immediately fled once we started to make progress on her front. And so that's interesting. Yeah, and so now we're starting to explore outside the city, so that's exciting. So yeah, we did finally manage to get some action this episode, and we got several good level ups, which is great. And yeah, we will be pursuing side quests when we come back, and we'll be looking around and pursuing side quests and starting to clear this area. Know what I mean? So yeah. Other than that, I think it was good progress today. So by the time you're seeing this, it's probably Thursday, which means. If all goes according to plan, which it should, then I am planning on recording Twilight Princess. If this is going out Thursday, then I am probably recording Twilight Princess, probably as we speak, and so that could happen. At the time of recording this, it's the night before. It's Wednesday night, so you know, who totally knows what's going to happen come tomorrow? But if I do stick all according to plan, then I should be. Recording Twilight Princess, and then this weekend is Christmas, and so uploads are a little bit up in the air, and I don't really know what's happening with some of those days, but a minimum I'm hoping of Sunday, or I'm hoping a minimum of Monday should be normal, but honestly I'm hoping for more than that. I'm hoping Sunday I can record like normal, and I might squeak something out Saturday as well, but I don't know that for sure. Kind of playing that by ear, and we're just going to see what happens with that. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later.